George Hincapie is an American retired road bicycle racer, who competed as a professional between 1994 and 2012. Hincapie was a key domestique of Lance Armstrong, and was the only rider to assist Armstrong in all 7 of his now withdrawn Tour de France victories. Hincapie was also a domestique for Alberto Contador in 2007 and for Cadel Evans in 2011, when both men won the Tour de France. He was one of only 2 riders in Tour de France history to have raced on 9 Tour winning teams, but all 7 of Lance Armstrong's Tour victories have since been voided. On October 10, 2012, Hincapie released a statement on his website acknowledging the use of performance-enhancing drugs and confirming that he had been approached by U.S. federal investigators and USADA with regard to his experiences with doping. Later that day a statement was released confirming his acceptance of a 6-month ban from September 1, 2012, ending on March 1, 2013, along with a stripping of all race results between May 31, 2004, and July 31, 2006. Hincapie started a record 17 tours. However, after his doping admission, he was disqualified from 3 tours. He completed his 16th and final tour in 2012, which tied Jupp Setemelk's record. Early life: Hincapie was born in Queens, New York, United States. His father Ricardo, a Colombian, introduced him to cycling, and his first race training was in New York City's Central Park. In 2004, Hincapie, along with his brother Richard, launched their own line of sportswear, called Hincapie Sports. He is married to former runway model and Tour de France podium girl Melanie Simon-New, and they have 2 children, daughter Julia Paris and son Enzo. Hincapie resides in Greenville, South Carolina. He graduated from Farmingdale High School in 1991. Cycling career: Hincapie has several important wins of his own, starting with Gente Euro Weveldrum in 2001 and Quinea Euro Bruselsa Euro KUURNE in 2005. Also in 2005, Hincapie took 2 stage wins at the Krita Copyright Riem du Dauphiné Copyright Libre Copyright Ra Copyright and 2nd place at Paris Euro Roubaix. In 2005 he had his first stage win in the Tour de France where, on July 17, he finished 7 seconds ahead of Oscar Pereiro to win stage 15 from La Copyright Zat-sur-Laze to Pladadit. In January 2014, Pereiro acknowledged in a radio show he sold that stage to Hincapie for an undisclosed amount. The deal was closed some kilometers before arriving to the finish line. More recent victories include 2 stages at the Tour of California, the overall and a stage at the Tour of Missouri, and another stage win at the Krita Copyright Riem du Dauphiné Copyright Libre Copyright Ra Copyright in 2008. He is a 3-time U.S. professional road race champion. Throughout his career Hincapie has targeted the cobbled classics of April, specifically the week that begins with the Tour of Flanders, continues midweek with Gente Euro Weveldrum, and ends with Paris Euro Roubaix. He achieved his highest position on the podium with his 2001 victory in Gente Euro Weveldrum. His many top 10 placings in these races include 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 10th in various Tour of Flanders. 3rd, 4th, and 5th in Gente Euro Weveldrum, in addition to his victory. And 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, and 9th in Paris Euro Roubaix. While using 3 days of Japan as a warm-up ride during the previous week, he has placed well in that race also, winning the overall in 2004 and placing 3rd overall in 2002. In 2005, Hincapie showed a talent for short individual time trials, winning the prologue at the 2005 Krita Copyright Riem du Dauphiné Copyright Libre Copyright Ra Copyright, placing 2nd 3 times and 3rd once in prologues in 2006, and placing 2nd in the short ITT at 3 days of Japan. In the 2006 Paris-Roubaix, bad luck struck Hincapie in the cobbled sector of the Mons en Pas Copyright Vola, when the steerer tube of his Trek bicycle snapped, leaving him dangling with no handlebars and crashing heavily. He was near the lead group but had to abandon the race. He later won the ITT at the Ineco Tour of Benelux in 2006 and placed 4th in 2 longer ITTs that year. He finished third in the prologue at the 2007 Tour de France and second in the prologue at the Volta a Catalunya in 2008. Hincapie rode for Team Colombia in the 2008 and 2009 seasons, departing Discovery Channel Pro Cycling Team shortly before it disbanded. He is easily distinguished from the pack by his large size. His contract with the team expired after the 2009 season, and though there was talk of him joining Armstrong's new team Radio Shack, Hincapie signed with BMC Racing Team for the 2010 season. In 2012 he established the Hincapie Sportswear Development Team, initially with support from BMC. He also set a record by completing his 17th Tour of Flanders, surpassing Breakshot. On June 11, Hincapie announced that he would retire at the end of the season, after 19 years in the professional peloton. On June 30, Hincapie started a record 17th Tour de France. He was allowed to lead the race onto the Champs Épaules copywriters as this was his final Tour de France. In August, Hincapie announced that he had raced in his last event, the USA Pro Cycling Challenge. In his own words, "It's been a long career for me, a good career and I'm proud of it. I'm sad to leave, but at the same time, I'm excited to spend more time with my family and start a new life." He also said that he didn't plan to terminate all his relations with cycling. Following his retirement, Hincapie opened a bed and breakfast in Travelers Rest, South Carolina with his brother. Doping. On October 10, 2012, Hincapie announced on his website that he had used banned substances at times in his career. The statement reads in part, "Because of my love for the sport, the contributions I feel I have made to it, and the amount the sport of cycling has given to me over the years, it is extremely difficult today to acknowledge that during a part of my career I used banned substances. Early in my professional career, it became clear to me that, given the widespread use of performance-enhancing drugs by cyclists at the top of the profession, it was not possible to compete at the highest level without them. I deeply regret that choice and sincerely apologize to my family, teammates and fans." The statement came as the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency announced plans to release documents related to doping accusations against Lance Armstrong, a former teammate of Hincapie. Palmares. Grand Tour's overall classification results timeline, WD = withdrew. Voided results = struck through. References. External links, George Hincapie profile, official website, Team Colombia, Hincapie Sportswear, Palmas at Cycling Base, profile on BMC Cycling Team, Cycling Shorts. Interview with George Hincapie on mentoring young BMC riders.